Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Birikorang, Adjei. You can call me Bank. Today I want to talk a bit about something that we get confused about most times as entrepreneurs, and this is perspective and patience. You understand? Starting out in entrepreneurship, you really need to have a clear perspective of who you are and what you are doing. All right. Most people get carried away because they've done something for 6 months, they've done something for a year or 3, and it is not yielding the kind of results that they want, and they get frustrated. They get, the momentum drops, the zeal that they want to achieve their goals drops, and they start complaining and they start, looking for other alternatives. That is really the key I want to give to you today, because most times, if you've listened to a lot of successful people, their stories are similar. It takes time. Patience is a virtue. It takes time. Last time years ago, I had an interview of, I think Sickins or something like that. I think so. And he was saying something in that line that he started doing paint from like a very long time ago. And he has done paint his whole life. That is all he knows. He has a lot of friends who jumped from painting or selling paints to doing wood, to doing gardening, to doing that and doing that and doing that. Because maybe they did this for 5 years, it's not picking up, and they need to move to something that will pick up faster. They saw this friend who is now doing well in maybe real estate, so they jump into real estate. But he stuck to paint because that is what he wanted. That is where he wanted to establish himself. And we all know who this man is. Sickins he's one of the richest in the country. When it comes to paint, you know his name. We all know him in this country. But his key is sticking to your goal, knowing what you want, and then being patient about it. If what you want is not achieved in 3 years, all right? The funny thing is, people start something for like 2 months, and they are like, oh, I'm not getting any sales, or people are not buying, I'm not getting any calls, and nobody's ordering my product, or nobody's liking my photos on Instagram, and those ones are even unnecessary. Like, I don't want to even go there. But let's talk about real things, all right? You are not making sales, you are not getting calls to your business, your new idea is not doing well, you are pitching it and people are not saying yes to you. Those kind of things. It is very draining, it is very weakening, it is very depressing to know that you are meeting people, they are not giving you the orders on all this. But I just need you to know that it takes time. Some of the contracts I get are just because of familiarity and because of networking and because I have been in the industry for a long time. So people know me. Some companies I work with, I've been working with them for like 4 or 5 years. You understand? Because every year they need it, and I've been doing it for them. Or, they are familiar with me. It will be difficult for you to pitch to that same company and for them to say, oh, let's throw Kwame out and then give it to you. You have to come up with something very tight. You understand? But it takes time, patience, because you also need to grow up with your people. You need to. Right now, photography is doing well for some people because it is their mates, it is their class, it is their people who are getting married, and it is normal. If you are now coming up, you are in the university, you are just graduating out of the university, and you are not making it. It takes time. You need to work. You need to get your name out there. You need to network well. By the time that your mates will settle in these places, by the time that your mates will be in positions to make orders from you, you would have made some name. You would have built some capacity to deal with them. All right? And that is when you would shine. You will be seen as, oh, this guy, this is his time. He's making it. But they don't know how you suffered. Nobody knows how we were suffering when nothing was going, when we didn't know anybody in the market. All right. So you need to understand these things and you need to be patient. Okay. So please, let's get this message very clearly. Perspective is very important. Know where you are and where you're going. I know where I'm going to. So if I'm not getting some deals now, I know I have to work towards it. I need to understand. If somebody is getting something now, I need to understand how long they've worked for it. And I need to be patient for my turn. I need to be, strategic to know, okay, where to meet these people or how to pitch to these people, what they want and how to give it to them. It's all about perspective. And I'm very, very patient because this is always, as I say, it is a marathon. It is not a sprint. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope something I said here would linger on in your memory and in your mind and you can think upon it. All right. Thank you. Have a nice day.